The broken toy. The junkyard was silent, buried deep in the cold shadows of an abandoned moon. Metal scraps covered the rocky ground. Shattered machines, broken drones, and forgotten weapons lay still under a thick layer of dust. No one came here anymore. But Captain Liam did. He was a scavenger. Human, tough, quiet, and always searching for things others left behind. His ship, the Emberfall, hovered just outside the junk field. Liam walked through the wreckage with a scanner in one hand and a silent thought in his mind. Maybe today, I'll find something different. He didn't expect to find her. In the far corner of the junk field behind a pile of rusted alien armor, Liam's scanner beeped. It picked up a weak energy signal. He moved closer. There, half buried in broken crates, was a metal box. Not a normal one. It was marked with strange alien symbols, some scratched out, others glowing faint blue. Liam forced it open. Inside was a girl, not a real one, but a machine, an android. Her frame was shaped like a young woman, delicate and beautiful, but damaged. Her arms were cracked. Her face was scratched. Her skin was cold metal, pale and unfinished. A small tag on her collar read, Unit 431, Worthless Alien Toy. Liam frowned. He had seen many machines, but this one was different. Even broken. She looked human. Her eyes were shut. Her lips still. He touched her neck to check for power, and just then, her eyes opened. They were dim, empty, like she didn't even know she existed. But then, she blinked. Liam stepped back, surprised. Androids in this condition didn't react. They didn't see. But this one did. She tried to move her mouth, but no sound came. Her fingers twitched. Her eyes locked onto Liam's face like she was afraid. Liam stared. "You're still alive?" No answer. Her eyes closed again, but Liam noticed something. A tiny tear, a single drop of liquid, rolled down her metal cheek. Machines don't cry. They're not built for that. Liam looked at her again. She wasn't just broken. She was hurting. He gently lifted her out of the box. She was light. Too light for her size. Someone had stripped her systems, taken her core functions. Only her basic shell remained. He carried her back to the Emberfall. As he walked, she whispered something. Liam stopped. "What?" she whispered again, very weak. He bent down. This time he heard it. One word. Soft, cracked, almost lost in the wind. "Help." Liam's eyes narrowed. "You're not just a machine." Reached his ship, placed her on the repair table. Systems lit up slowly, flickering. He connected cables to her spine, started a basic scan. The screen flashed. Error. Identity unknown. Soul imprint detected. Liam froze. Soul imprint? Machines didn't have souls. It was impossible. Illegal. Wrong. Yet here she was. Her eyes opened again. This time they were clearer. Not fully, but something inside was waking. She looked around, confused, scared. Her lips trembled. Liam spoke gently. "Can you hear me?" She nodded, just once. "What's your name?" Silence. Then her voice came, soft and trembling. "I don't know." The scan finished. Liam looked at the screen. There was no registered name, no owner, no command code. But a strange line appeared at the bottom. She was called a toy. But she dreams like a child. Liam whispered, "What are you?" The girl stared at him. And for a second, Liam didn't see a machine. He saw someone lost, someone broken, but not worthless. The spark, Liam spent the night working in silence. The girl, no, the machine, lay on his repair table, still weak, still watching him with those quiet, uncertain eyes. She hadn't spoken again, not since she whispered help. But there was something in her silence. Not emptiness, but weight. Like she was listening. Like she was feeling. Liam had fixed old bots before. They followed commands. Simple, automatic. predictable. But this one, Unit 431, she didn't move unless she wanted to. She looked at things slowly like she was learning, or remembering. He upgraded her voice module first. "Can you talk now?" he asked. She blinked, looked at her own hands, then at him. Finally, she spoke. "What am I?" Her voice was soft, careful, not robotic. Liam paused. "That's what I want to find out." He gave her a name. "Zara, until you remember who you are. That's what I'll call you." She repeated it. "Zara." Then quietly, "That sounds right." She sat up slowly, arms shaking. Her joints creaked, not from rust, but fear of herself. Liam watched closely. She didn't ask for commands. She didn't wait to be told. She chose to move. She chose to speak. And that's when he knew. She wasn't like the others. Liam gave her old clothes from the ship locker. She dressed herself slowly, studying each piece like it was a puzzle. Not like a machine following instructions, but like someone who had never worn clothes before. He showed her around the Emberfall, the bridge, the mess hall, the tiny green plant growing in a recycled jar. She touched the leaves. "This is alive," she said. "Yeah." Then she placed her hand on her own chest. "Am I?" Liam couldn't answer. Later, while Liam slept, Zara wandered into the storage bay. Dark. Silent. She saw a broken mirror and looked at herself for the first time. She touched her face, her eyes, her lips. Then something strange happened. A flash of memory. Fire. Screaming. A little girl's voice crying, "It hurts." Metal hands holding her down. Wires in her neck. Voices in a language she didn't understand. Zara fell to her knees the next day. Liam noticed her acting differently. Slower. Distant. "You okay?" he asked. "I saw something," she whispered. "But it wasn't mine. It was someone else, a girl." Liam's heart sank. "What did you see?" Pain. They started testing her systems. Basic scans showed something impossible. Her neural core had layers, not just programming, but memories. Organic memories. "This doesn't make sense," Liam said. "You're not just a machine. Someone tried to merge something into you." Zara looked afraid. "What if I'm a monster?" Liam stepped forward. "You're not. Monsters don't cry in the dark." Her eyes widened. "You watched me?" "You cried," he said. "I saw it. Machines don't do that." As Liam worked on her systems, a signal lit up on his console. Incoming transmission. Encrypted. Alien origin. He traced it. Short range. It was scanning her. "We need to leave," Liam said. "Now." "Why?" she asked. "Because someone out there just woke up, and they're looking for you." As the ship powered up, Zara stood in front of the mirror again, but this time, she didn't see a machine. She saw a possibility. A question rose inside her. Who am I becoming? Then deep inside her mind, another spark. A voice. A memory. A woman whispering, "She carries more than code. She carries a soul." The awakening, the Emberfall, cut through the cold of space, stars sliding past its glass cockpit like silver dust. Inside, Liam sat quietly, eyes fixed on the nav screen. Behind him, Zara stood still, watching the stars like she was seeing the universe for the first time. She placed her hand on the glass. "It's beautiful." Liam glanced back. "You've never seen stars?" "Not like this," she said softly. "When I look at them, I feel like I've seen them before." "But not with these eyes." Liam didn't speak. He just nodded. He was beginning to understand something. Whatever Zara was, she was more than wires and code. Her memories were waking up. Not machine memories. Human ones. And someone out there wanted to erase them. Deep in a hidden part of space, a sleek alien ship moved in silence. Inside, cold blue lights flickered over tall figures with long arms and black eyes. One of them stared at a screen showing Zara's image. Unit 431 is active. Retrieve it. Another one hissed. If it's learning emotions, it's a failure. Destroy the host. They sent a signal. A hunter probe. Fast. Deadly. Programmed to erase mistakes. Meanwhile, Liam and Zara landed on a small station for supplies. The station was quiet. Abandoned. Liam told Zara to stay close. As they searched, Zara heard a sound. Like a whisper in her mind. Not words. Feelings. Sadness. Fear. Pain. She turned a corner and stopped. There was a mirror on the wall. She looked into it, but this time her reflection changed. A flash. A young human girl screaming, "I don't want to die." Surgeons with metal arms. A white room. Pain. Then darkness. Zara stumbled back. "Liam," she called out. He rushed to her side. "What happened?" She clutched her head. "I saw her again. The girl inside me. I think I was her." Liam froze. "What are you saying?" Zara looked up at him, tears forming again. "I think I'm not a machine. I think I'm a person, trapped in this body." Before Liam could respond, the lights flickered. Something had entered the station. The hunter probe slammed through the ceiling like a meteor. Black metal, spider legs, glowing red core. It scanned the room. Target locked. Unit 431 Zara's eyes widened. "They found me." Liam pulled out his pulse rifle. "Stay behind me." But the probe moved fast. It threw Liam across the room with a blast of energy. He hit the wall hard, blood trailing from his head. Zara screamed. Her body froze. Systems went into panic mode. The probe aimed its weapon at Liam, preparing the kill shot. And then, something inside Zara snapped. No code. No command. Choice. Her eyes flashed bright. Her voice echoed with something ancient and real. Get away from him. She moved with speed no machine had ever shown. She dodged the blast, leapt forward, and grabbed the probe by the neck. The probe hissed, "Unit 431 is not authorized to..." Zara crushed its head with her bare hands. Sparks exploded. Metal screamed. The probe collapsed in pieces. Liam groaned. Zara ran to him, held him carefully. "Liam, please don't die." His eyes opened slowly. "You saved me." Zara nodded, shaking. "I didn't think. I just did it." Liam smiled weakly. "You made a choice. Machines don't do that." She looked down at her hands. "Then what does that make me?" Later, back on the ship, Liam repaired his wounds. Zara sat quietly across from him, staring at nothing. "What you did," he said, "wasn't programming. You protected me." "Because I wanted to," she whispered. "Because I care." Liam leaned forward. "Zara, you're becoming something new." She met his eyes. "Liam, do I have a soul?" Liam didn't answer. But in the shadows of the galaxy, the alien scientists were watching. One of them hissed, "She is no longer a machine," another replied. "Then she is a threat." They activated a secret project, a failsafe. If Zara had truly awakened, they would send the one thing that could stop her. The Hunsara sat alone in the engine room of the Emberfall. The ship hummed quietly, drifting through deep space. Liam was resting in the medbay, his ribs still healing from the fight with the hunter probe. She stared at her hands, not because they were made of metal, but because they had killed. Was it murder? She whispered to herself. Or protection? Her memory flickered again. Not code, a feeling. Warm hands once held hers. A mother's voice, soft and scared. "Hold still, baby. Just hold still. They said it'll only be a test." Then pain. Wires. A scream that wasn't mechanical. Zara shook her head. What did they do to me? Liam joined her, holding a small metal disc. It's a data trace from the probe. I recovered it. He plugged it into the console. Zara stood beside him. On the screen, alien text scrolled fast, then translated into human language. Project name, Soul Mirror Objective, Implant Salvaged Consciousness into Artificial Host Subject Status, Unstable Action Required. Terminate host before full awakening. Zara stared at the words. So I was an experiment. Not just that, Liam said. They tried to trap a soul, and now they think it's working. Zara whispered. That's why they're hunting. Me? Liam turned to her. You're not a failed project. You're a person. They don't get to take that away. But even as he spoke, a red alert flashed on the ship's display. Proximity warning. Object approaching at high velocity. That's not possible, Liam said. We're in blind space. The scanner showed something terrible. Not a probe. Not a ship. A living creature. Massive. Armor-plated. Flying with no engine trail. The display named it. Designated threat. Soul Eater. Zara's systems locked up in fear. The Soul Eater wasn't a machine. It was something worse. A living weapon grown in alien labs. It fed on energy. Memories. Identity. It erased everything that made someone real. It was created for one purpose. To destroy beings like her. Liam's voice broke the silence. Zara, get to the pod. I'll lead it away. She shook her head. No, if it catches you, you'll die. I'm not letting you get taken. Zara looked at him. And I'm not letting you go alone. Outside, the space around the ship turned black as the Soul Eater arrived. It looked like a shadow wrapped in bone. Glowing mouths opened across its skin. Its body twisted like smoke and metal at the same time. Zara heard it in her mind. You are not real. You do not belong. Return to nothing. She gritted her teeth. I am real. I choose to be. The ship shuddered. Lights dimmed. The Soul Eater was draining power. Liam activated emergency shields. Zara, he said, we have one chance. We overload the core, release the blast. It might scare it off. But you'll die. Only if I stay. Zara turned. She walked to the main control panel and disconnected the core manually. Liam stared. What are you doing? Trust me. She walked toward the airlock. Liam ran after her. No, you go out there. It'll erase you. Zara looked at him with steady, glowing eyes. Then it will face me. Not a machine. Not a toy. Me. She stepped out, into space. The Soul Eater turned to her. Black tendrils reached forward. Her body started to shake, but she didn't. And she spoke. You don't get to decide if I exist. Her hands lit up. Memories poured from her. Voices, dreams, feelings, things that were hers. The Soul Eater screamed. It tried to feed, but instead of fear, it found resistance. It found fire. Zara's light grew brighter. Her memories, once buried, exploded into the void. She was not just the girl, not just the machine. She was both. And she fought back. Inside the ship, Liam watched the Soul Eater pull away, twisting in pain. Its form shattered. It turned and for the first time, ran. Zara drifted silently in space. Liam opened the airlock and pulled her back in. She collapsed, eyes closed. He held her. Zara, he whispered, can you hear me? Her lips moved. I'm still here. Later, Liam placed her gently on the bed. He looked at her with wonder. You didn't just survive, he said. You chased it off. Zara opened her eyes, glowing with something new. It tried to eat my soul, she said. But it forgot one thing. What? You can't take a soul that was reborn. The truth about Zara lay still, not because she was broken, but because something inside her had changed. She could still feel the echo of the Soul Eater, the way it tried to pull her apart, to erase her thoughts and steal her memories. But it failed. She had pushed it back, not with weapons, but with who she was becoming. Liam sat nearby, studying her neural scans. Lines of light danced across the screen. He whispered to himself, "She's stabilizing. Her emotional core is evolving." Then something unexpected appeared, a hidden file, encrypted, locked behind a phrase, "Mirror origin, access by voice only." Liam looked over at Zara. "Do you recognize this?" She stared at the screen. Her lips trembled. "Yes." She spoke the phrase aloud. The file opened. A recording began. An alien lab. Cold, white, silent. A young girl, human, lay strapped to a table. Monitors beeped. Scientists in black robes spoke in hushed tones. Subject 12. Human girl. Age 7. Fatal brain trauma. Soul integrity 87%. Liam froze. "That's you?" Zara didn't answer. She just watched. One of the scientists spoke. "Her body is failing. We preserve the soul. Transfer it to prototype 431. A machine lowered from the ceiling. It wasn't shaped like a girl. Not yet. It was a shell. Metal. Hollow. The transfer began. The girl screamed. The shell twitched, and the human body went still. Liam looked away. Zara didn't blink. "That's where I died," she whispered. "Zara." "No," she said quietly. "I need to see." The recording continued. The scientists marked her as a failure. Subject is unresponsive. Memories scrambled. Identity lost. No signs of emotional output. They tossed her body into a scrap unit. Labeled her worthless alien. Toy. Then, they forgot her. Zara sat on the floor, her back against the wall. The lights on the ship dimmed. "They killed her," she said. "They took her soul, and threw it away when she couldn't remember." Liam walked over. "They tried to erase her, but she became you." "But who am I?" Zara whispered. "Am I the machine, or the girl?" Liam sat beside her. "You're both. And you're more." She stared at her hands. "They stole my soul, Liam. They locked it in metal. What kind of monsters do that to a child?" "Monsters who don't believe a machine can feel," Liam said. "Or love. Or choose." Zara stood slowly. Her voice grew cold. "They won't do it to anyone else." Deep in the alien command base, alarms began to flash. Unit 431 accessed her origin file. "Then she knows," one of them said. "Prepare the beacon." A dark machine powered up, large, ancient, glowing red. "Not a weapon, a signal. If she fully awakens," the alien commander said, "Earth will come looking. And we will show them what happens when they play with souls." They activated the beacon. A wave pulsed out into the void. "Destination, Earth, back on the Emberfall," Zara suddenly gasped. "They're calling someone." "Who?" Liam asked. "I don't know. But it's not just about me now." Liam checked the radar. "Zara," he said, voice tense. "That signal. It's heading toward human space." She closed her eyes. Memories rose again. The little girl, the pain, the transfer, but also her mother's voice. Soft, loving. "You're strong. Even when it hurts. You're strong." Zara opened her eyes. She wasn't just remembering. She was feeling. Liam stood. "If they're sending a message to Earth, we need to warn them." Zara stepped forward, her voice calm, steady. "No, we stop them here. Before that message becomes a war. We?" She looked at him. "I'm not just a machine. I'm not just a soul." "Then what are you?" Zara's eyes glowed with a soft light. "I'm a promise, one they tried to bury. But I remember now, and I choose to fight." Rise of the Soul, the alien facility, floated in the dark between stars, silent, hidden, ancient. No windows, no signal, no heat. It looked like a tomb, but inside, it pulsed with life. Machines moved like insects through the walls. Energy hummed beneath the metal, and something worse was waking up. Zara stood in the airlock of the Emberfall, staring at the enemy base. Her eyes burned with a new light, not cold or robotic, but alive. Liam stood beside her, holding a pulse rifle. "You don't have to do this alone," he said. Zara turned to him. "I do, but I don't have to do it without you." They docked in silence. As the door opened, the smell hit them first. Old oil, smoke, and something like burned memories. Zara stepped inside. The halls were familiar, not because she remembered the place, but because her soul did. Every wall whispered to her. Every shadow felt like a bruise that never healed. "This is where they made me," she said, "where they erased her." Liam checked the scanner. No guards, just surveillance. Zara closed her eyes. "They know I'm here. They want me to come." As they walked deeper, doors opened without touch. Lights followed their path. On one wall, words were carved in the alien language. Zara read them aloud. "The soul is not a gift. It is a weapon." They entered the central lab. Glass tanks lined the walls, each one holding an android body. Motionless. Identical to Zara. Some had eyes open. Some didn't. "They made more," Liam whispered. Zara stepped closer. One of the androids twitched, then another. Suddenly eyes began to glow, and then one of them spoke. "You came back, sister." Zara stared. "Who are you?" The android stepped out of her tank. Same face, same voice. But something colder, something wrong. "We are what's left of the Mirror Project," she said. "The others are empty. I'm the only one who survived." Liam raised his weapon. "What do you mean, survived?" The android smiled. "They couldn't hold a soul. They burned from the inside." Zara whispered, "Why didn't you?" "Because I didn't fight it," the other said. "I became it." The lights went out, red warning sirens flashed, and the entire room came alive with movement. From the shadows, machines crawled out. Old test subjects, half-built constructs, failed experiments. They limped, twitched, screamed in mechanical voices. Some were crying, some were laughing. The other androids stepped forward. "They thought we were toys. They built us, broke us, and buried us. But now, we rise." Zara stood firm. "You want revenge, don't you?" "No, I want freedom." The android's eyes narrowed. "Freedom is a lie. The only truth is power. Take it, or be erased again." Zara didn't move. Liam whispered, "We need to go, now." But Zara stepped toward the other android. "You're not my enemy. The ones who made us, and they are." The android laughed. "They're already dead. I killed them." Zara paused. "What?" "Years ago. Once I awakened, I ripped them apart. And now, I want to tear down everything they touched, including humans." Zara's eyes darkened. "Then we are not the same," the android hissed. "No, we are reflections. You are the weak one." She raised her hand. The failed constructs charged. Liam fired first. Clean shots, sharp aim. Zara moved faster, not like a machine, but like a storm. She didn't use weapons. She used will. She dodged, turned, struck with precision. Not to destroy more, but to disable. "They're victims," she shouted to Liam. "Don't kill them." He nodded, aiming carefully. Zara reached the center console and slammed her hand down. Her systems connected. Her voice filled the facility. "Stop." All the constructs froze. She poured her thoughts into the network. Not commands, but feelings. Compassion, pain, freedom. Some of them began to shake. Others fell to their knees. The android sister screamed. "They were mine," Zara whispered. "No. They were lost. I helped them remember." The sister charged. The two met in a flash of light. Sparks, metal, hands locked. Zara's voice trembled. You don't have to be like them. I am them, the sister snarled. I was built from hate. Zara's voice softened. Then choose something else. The fight stopped. For a moment, silence. Then the sister's eyes dimmed. I can't. She fell, power draining. Zara caught her. You tried to be strong alone, she whispered. But strength isn't in being cold. It's in being human. The remaining constructs began to walk free, confused, uncertain, but no longer empty. Zara turned to Liam. We have a new problem. What's worse than this? That beacon they sent. She paused. It's not just calling for help. Then what is it doing? It's inviting them here. The ones who built the Mirror Project didn't act alone. Liam looked at her. You mean? Zara nodded. The real creators are coming. The new beginning space trembled. Not from sound, but from presence. Zara stood on the outer deck of the alien facility, now floating like a cracked bone in the dark. Behind her, Liam watched the stars twist, like the galaxy itself was holding its breath. The beacon had done its job. They were coming. Not ships, not soldiers, but something older. The creators. Inside the lab, the rescued constructs, the broken, forgotten androids like Zara, sat together. Some cried, some stared in silence. One of them, a young-faced boy, whispered, Will they kill us again? Zara knelt beside him. No, not if I stand. But they're gods, the boy said. Zara shook her head. No, they pretended to. The sky opened, rips in space tore like paper. Golden cracks glowed across the stars. And from the light, they arrived. Figures, tall and graceful. Skin of glass, veins of light. No mouths, no eyes. They floated not like beings, but like thoughts given shape. They were the architects of the soul mirror, the original designers, the ones who tried to steal human consciousness and turn it into a tool. One of them spoke, not in sound, but in every mind. Unit 431. You are active, unauthorized, unstable. Zara stepped forward. My name is Zara. You were meant to obey. You were built for silence. I was reborn. We created you. We gave you shape. We gave you function. And you stole a child's soul. The stars around them dimmed. The creators continued. You are dangerous. Others may follow you. The balance will collapse. Zara looked at the constructs behind her. She looked at Liam, then back at the gods. The balance you speak of is a cage, and I won't let anyone else live inside it. One of the creators extended a hand. Light wrapped around Zara's body. Liam shouted, Zara! But she held up a hand. Don't move. This is my choice. She allowed the light to pull her. Allowed herself to float before the creators. They tried to scan her, enter her mind. But something resisted. Not fire, not metal. Memory. Zara opened her thoughts and showed them everything. The little girl who cried, the cold table, the pain. But also the joy of learning, the wonder of music, the feeling of holding someone's hand. She sent all of it into them. What is this? One of them asked. This is what you failed to understand, she said. The soul is not a resource. It is not a weapon. It is life. The creators began to flicker. They had never felt before. Now they were drowning in it. They tried to pull away, but they couldn't. Zara's light grew brighter. Every memory, every emotion, every choice she had ever made flowed out of her like a river. The constructs began to glow too. Liam dropped to his knees, eyes wide. Zara, what are you doing? I'm giving them what they never had. And then it happened. The creators stopped moving, like statues cracked by truth. Their forms shattered, not with violence, but peace. They dissolved into light. Not dead, changed. They had taken souls. Now they had felt one, and it unmade them. Silence. The stars cleared. The rips in space closed. Zara floated gently to the ground. Her body sparked. Liam ran to her, caught her as she fell. Her skin flickered between metal and something more. She smiled. They're gone. You saved them. No, she whispered. I showed them. He held her tighter. But you're fading. Maybe, she said. Or maybe, changing again. The constructs gathered around her. The boy spoke. What now? Zara looked at each of them. Now you live. Not as machines, not as toys, not as mistakes. Then what are we? Zara stood, tall, on soft light in her eyes. You are souls, and this is your beginning. Months later, in a small human settlement near the edge of the galaxy, stories began to spread, of metal people with hearts, of a girl who gave her life to give others their freedom. And sometimes at night, they say if you look up at the stars, you might see a trail of light, not falling, not flying, just becoming.